Okay, now we're going to do the brake bleeding. I think that for most people is the real mystery, right?
Yes.
Getting the lines on the bike, not so difficult, okay? Most people can get their way through that, and I can't tell you how many times we have had phone calls. You know, I swear to God I'm doing this right, and I just can't get a good lever. You ever gotten that call?
Oh yes, every day.
Okay. Let's start off with options, okay? Very viable option is a Mighty Vac automotive bleed kit, okay? It works on a motorcycle, works on a car. It's a great tool to have, $40 neighborhood. What this will allow you to do is basically hook it up on the bleeder screws, bleeder screw open, and literally pump.
You pump it up and you create a vacuum. As soon as you open the valve, it sucks the air and then of course the fluid through the system.
And it's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful tool. It works, makes life so much easier.
And now the way I would prefer to do it, I know you too, is the power bleeder with the air compressor.
Absolutely.
It's the way we suck the fluid out of here and out of the lines in the front. That's our preferred method.
It's a 2-minute job.
Now let's get to reality, okay? Because most people may choose not to invest the money. They don't have an air compressor, they don't want to spend 40 bucks. Okay, we're going to go back to our speed bleeder bag and hose kit, okay? And we're going to do this the manual way.
The manual way.
We started on a master cylinder. This aftermarket Brembo Master that's being used on this Yamaha has a bleeder screw at the top. When you're going to bleed your brakes, you need to start from basically think top to bottom. We got to get some fluid going through this master cylinder before we're ever going to get it through the caliper, okay? I have the top off the master. Master is full, okay? Hose hooked up. I'm going to open the bleeder screw. I'm going to push the lever, hold it, close. Open, pull it, close. And what we're going to do is we're going to continue to repeat that until we get a good flow of fluid coming through. And Ryan, if you kind of focus on the hose, and it'll show the people, you can see it's actually starting to come now. A lot of bubbles still. Okay, and that's okay, because we've just gotten started. We're going to clear out as much of the air in the master as we can to get ourselves a nice start here, okay? And we will have to come back to this screw at some point just to double check. That's running about as clean as we're going to get it right now. Let's go ahead and use a rag when we do our disconnect here. Want that, Matthias? I'm going to do a quick refill here as Matthias moves that down to the caliper.
Always let the fluid run in the bag.
I got us a nice little refill. Never let the fluid go empty when you are bleeding the brakes. Ever.
Ever.
That will be a disaster, won't it? You're starting from ground zero if you do that. Okay, same concept here, okay? Open the valve, pull the lever. Open the valve, pull the lever, hold it while the screw is open.
And
Open
you
the
see
valve.
how nicely the fluid comes through.
This hose really makes it easy because you can see the air bubbles still, and you can see it's starting to clean up real fast. Maybe we wasted all of our money on those expensive bleeder tools. Nah. That's pretty clear. All right, Matthias, if you want to go ahead and let's go to the other side now. And what I like to do is I like to start on the top, I like to go here on the right side, and then I like to go to the other side, and then I'll start from the top again. So I kind of do it 2 times, and once I get all the air out on the second time, you should have a great lever.
Open. Closed. Open. Closed. Open. Closed. Open. Closed. Open. Closed. Actually, I don't get any bubbles here, or barely. Do you get any feel in the lever? Otherwise, let's bleed the master cylinder again.
I would say we're about halfway home, bud.
Yep.
You know, bleeding the rear is a lot easier than the front. You know, it's easier to reach. You've only got the one circuit, right?
That's fine.
The front is a little more challenging, so we're going to spend quite a bit of time on this because this is key that this is correct, okay?
Alrighty.
Ready?
Let's go.
Now another way to do this is once you've got good fluid flow, there's a lever. Good fluid flowing, you can pump it, hold it, and then open the screw and allow it to come back to the handlebar. Close it, release it, go ahead and pump it up 2, 3, 4 times, right? Hold it, open the screw. We're going to do this one last time on the master. That looks perfect.
Yes.
Okay, close it, then release. We've just about got this done here. Be able to just bring it home. That's pretty darn close. But, you know, I like to err to the cautious side, man. These are the brakes, right?
That's right.
Especially the front one.
Alrighty.
Okay, same deal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Open. Close.
Let's say it's good.
That's it.
No air coming out anymore. We do the other side once more.
And we will be finished. This speed bleeder bag and hose kit is one of the best purchases you'll ever make when you're servicing the brakes, especially if you don't want to spend the money on the more expensive tools, right? Because I know for some it's hard to justify that expense.
Yeah, and not every plastic is brake fluid resistance. This
one is. You can reuse this.
Yes,
I mean, this
absolutely.
it's not disposable.
No. Alrighty, Brian.
Okay, I'm going to pump it up.
Yeah.
I'm holding
Open.
right to the handlebar.
It's closed.
Got it?
Open. And closed. And that's it.
Yeah, that is really nice. Perfect. You think we should check it for leaks or just go ahead and ride it and call it good?
No, we'll check it for leaks.
Okay, I would agree with that.
Also, we take some paper towels and
Nice cleanup job just to be on the safe.
just to be on the safe side. Don't forget to put the rubber cap on the bleeder screw.
Is this the master one? Yep, this is the one for the master here. Here's the one for the caliper down here. And where's our top? Here's our
Yeah, you want to maybe, we have to take a little bit out. There's too much brake fluid in.
just a little bit, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it should be under the max.
Go ahead and grab that, grab the bag and we'll just go ahead and squeeze just a little bit out here. Why should it be under the max? I mean, isn't that okay?
No, it's not okay. If you have too much brake fluid in there, and people already had done this,
Go ahead.
you might have get some pressure in the system, and that might cause the brake pads to rub on the rotor, heat them up,
One more time.
and you actually might run into this that you lock your front brakes up.
No. I mean, come on, you're better to
No,
have
not
too
really,
much,
but
too much than not enough, right?
no, 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 no.
So that's really important that we make
That's
sure that
really
that
important,
level is
yes.
really. Okay, that's it. We're right on it now.
Well, let's do a little bit
You
more.
want to do more?
Yep. One more.
So what are you saying? You're better to err a little bit to the,
Yeah,
just under the line?
that's right.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
Alrighty, that's it.
And if you want to go ahead and zoom in on that, Ryan, because that is really important, and I think, and you can see the level is still just below the upper full mark. Now, a great way to leak check it, okay? You know, we're going to do a cleanup job for sure too, but you can see now that all the fittings are clearly dry, okay? You can just simply hold it and just take a moment and just simply just look at it. And there is a tremendous amount of pressure in those lines right now. And if it were leaking, you would see it dripping. Do you see anything on the other side? We're good here at the
I
top.
check over the other side. There's nothing leaking, dripping. It's all dry. It's always good to hold your finger also underneath to see if there's any fluid coming out immediately on your skin.
And this is something too, after you've ridden it for the first couple of times, check it. Again, it can't hurt to look, right?
Absolutely.